One of the opportunities God gave to us as creatures of free will is the ability to shape our reality. We have what it takes to ultimately determine the outcomes of major events in our lives. And one of the tools we use to shape this reality of ours is perception. Your perception about a particular subject will ultimately affect or even determine your reality in that aspect. For example, your perception towards money will determine how you spend money, your attitude ultimately towards money. Your perception towards relationship or marriage will determine how you're going to end up in that regard. Your perception towards work will determine your attitude to work and ultimately what you get from work, your reality at work. So our perceptions really matter. Perceptions are they're quite deep because they are created from childhood. Your experience growing up, what you encountered growing up, the kind of home you came out from, the kind of things you learned from the streets, people like us who go up on the streets, the kind of things you learned in your surroundings, you sort of create some form of ideology inside of you subconsciously. And ultimately, they create perceptions. And before you know it, it becomes your reality. For some of us who grew up in Lagos, the Lagos mainland, the core Lagos mainland, you know what I'm talking about? We have this perception towards violence, and it is give me, I give you, give me, I give you back. If someone shout at you, you want to shout back and give back. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of check and balancing before you can be like, okay, I don't have to be violent. I don't have to give fire for fire. You can also do that as well. Just sit down and think about that aspect of your life where you want change, where you want something to change for you, and think about your perception towards the particular issue. I once had a friend tell me that the only reason why he's getting married is to have children. He said it in a very simple way. You can just tell that he's coming from a place where maybe that's the norm, and that is his perception. And ultimately, it might affect his marriage. It might affect the relationship with his wife. If you see your wife as a baby making factory, you will treat her like one. And I have people who have a wrong perception towards finances. There are people in this age and time who believe that being financially smart is a waste of time because they feel of what use is it. And it's a perception thing. It's how they were raised or what they picked up from people around them growing up or maybe even as adults. So you want a better life today. You want to see positive feedback in your finances, your relationship, your business, your work. Create perceptions in the line of what you want to see. Sit down, go into your subconscious, consciously bring out what's in your subconscious. You can write them down and create perceptions that look like the results you want to see in your life. Thank you so much for your time. My name remains Michael Oyafuncho Bolaji. Have a good one. Peace out.